Want to start before or after national anthem?
I was thinking about that.
Well, we can just pause.
You got it. Here we are, man. We are live, George, and I don't know why you don't have your necklace on, but oh, you do have it. Sorry.
You can't see it with
I got my necklace
with all the fur.
So large.
No, dude.
All right, man. So here we are, guys. This is, I believe, what, third?
We're rolling.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you're rolling, dude. Go.
This is the third episode? Right?
Third episode.
All right, so third episode of the Vaquero Up podcast, man, and we were pretty excited because, again, you know, with the help of just the entire university, obviously with Ben and his connections and, you know, what he's been able to do for the university or with the university, we were able to get that permission to be here and do the podcast live, you know, here at the ball game. Again, these baseball games have been awesome the past month.
Oh yeah,
man, they've been just jam packed. I think the last week or a couple of weeks ago was 6,000 people.
Yeah.
And they're expecting that today.
They're expecting record attendance today.
Yeah,
so if you're in the Valley, if you want to see a hell of a baseball game, last night was a nail biter at the end.
Oh yeah.
Tonight they have their ace from the opposing team coming up. Tonight's going to be a big night. This could be our sweep.
Well, let's go back to last year.
Okay.
I mean, last year we got record attendance last year. The year before, I mean, it just seems that records are being broken with attendance here. There's no more seats, but somehow, some way, we keep breaking records. I don't know how that happens, but it's happening.
I mean, it's awesome, bro. I think
It
you
is.
can
It
tell.
really is.
Yeah, they were saying right now that they might break the record for attendance for the year tonight, and they still have 2 more series here. Like 2 more series. So,
I'm telling you, man. And the way the university is kind of putting these things together in the sense of having these theme nights, having these little activities for the community to get involved, man, it's just awesome. You know, so I think that's what's kind of bringing these people on. But today we have a pretty good show, and the show is going to be obviously here at the ballpark. We're going to, you know, showcase the game. But one of the things that we're pretty excited about is that we actually are getting the opportunity to talk to the new basketball coach. Let me say his name correct, Ben. Farrell?
Let's let him.
Okay.
Let's let him.
I don't want to chop it up, man.
Right,
so
no.
I think I already did twice.
That's exactly right.
But again, we're going to have him after the first pitch. He is going to throw the first pitch tonight. As soon as he gets off the mound, he'll be coming over here to the set.
We're one of the first people to get to actually interview him, right?
Man.
Yeah.
And again, that's what's really cool about this is that the university is getting us involved, you know, with these little activities, man, and it's just an honor for us, and it's exciting, man.
Yeah.
So along with him, we're going to get on, you know, a couple of the fans that we know are 1 season ticket holders and 2 diehard UTRGV Vaquero fans, and then we're also going to get a couple of parents that are actually parents of some of the players and kind of get their idea, their feelings of what's going on with their players here at the ballpark.
Yeah, and here's I'm gonna steer in a different direction right now. Is that we're getting a whole bunch of new fans, and I think that's important too. You know, yeah, sure, we get the season ticket holders and people that come every game every year, but I mean, we're getting a whole bunch of new people, and that's really what counts. I mean, that's what counts. At the end of the day, that's what's filling the stadium, you know.
And it's
I don't know if they can see this on the camera, but man, it's starting to get packed out there.
Oh yeah.
So hey, if you're in the Valley, if you're watching this podcast, come on out to the stadium. Come by, slap Ben on the ass. Got these badass hats from Fabian over here, 956 hats. I like these, man. These are nice.
They came out pretty cool, man. And again, that's what it is, bro. It's representing the 956, representing the Valley with the university. Again, I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, university is in Edinburgh." I mean, it's UTRGV for a reason, you know, and it's University of Rio Grande Valley. So it's the Valley, you know, the Valley's university, man. So it's
from
really
Roma
cool.
to South Padre.
It's getting a lot of traction, and I'm so happy that we could be a part of it. I mean, this is amazing.
Oh, that's huge, bro.
This is really cool, and I don't know if the camera can see it now, but I mean, we're getting ready to do the national anthem here shortly.
Yeah.
So we'll take a real quick pause as soon as that starts. But meanwhile, we do have some parents that are from the Valley and some parents that are not from the Valley.
Yeah.
You know, gonna step in the show here shortly.
We have one guy that actually has a kid and on the other team.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So he came by, and hopefully he sticks around. And he said he'd be willing to kind of come on here. But that's a pretty cool perspective to get it from people who are traveling. And again, the reason I bring that up is because again, we're moving conferences, and that's going to allow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to take a brief pause for the national anthem.
And we're back. So we actually have one of the dads right now from Jack Lopez's dad. Okay. You all want to bring him in and see what that's about?
Bring him on. Let's go.
Give me a second. Actually, hold on. I mean, you can bring him on, but is Coach throwing that first pitch already?
Oh, all right. We're going to see the first pitch, and then
we just got to make sure he doesn't ground the ball.
You got it there?
Is he going to ground the ball or not? I heard the mayor of McAllen grounded the ball last week. Can anyone confirm?
There you go.
Strike.
Oh, strike.
Man.
There we go. That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's a very good sign, man.
So, let me get this right. His son's actually playing today.
His son is a pitcher on the team, Jack Lopez. What number is he?
Number 50.
I'm sorry. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Mike Lopez. I'm the dad of Jack Lopez. He's a redshirt junior. That's a pitcher, one of the relief pitchers for the Vaqueros.
What? Hey, so are you guys from the Valley?
I'm originally born and raised from the Valley. Jack was born and raised here, but at the age of 10, we moved up to Austin when he was 10.
But you sucked him back down here.
Sucked him back down.
Yeah.
To get some Vaquero life in him.
Yeah, let's try and get a little closer to the mic.
Okay.
There you go, the noise in the back. Now, you said you were from Austin, or you all guests came from Austin?
So we're from Austin.
Okay. Where did he play? What high school?
Jack played at Lake Travis.
Oh, nice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So he actually played in the state championship and lost to the eventual state champs. So, you know,
What type of pitcher is he? Is he like a fastball, like just a meathead type guy?
He's a sidearm pitcher.
Sidearm pitcher, there we go.
He never pitched until he came down here.
Really?
He was a middle. He got recruited from UTRGV as a middle infielder.
Okay.
In fact,
how does that happen with Matlock in your living room? Or I mean, take us through that. I mean,
it's more of like a summer ball type of thing where they got to start contacting the he played for Lone Star Baseball in the summer, and they start contacting the guys that coach the teams and stuff. So you get a call from the coach, but for the most part, at least for Matlock, I think he's more of a hands-on with the players, and Jack, he's from the Valley originally, so he had that connection. He always wanted to play Division I baseball. He was getting recruited from a lot of Division II, Division III, NAIA, but when Division I came calling, Vaqueros were one of them. He decided that's what he wanted to do, and so far it's been an awesome experience, man.
So has it been this year only, or?
No. So Jack came in 4 years ago. He got redshirted, then he didn't compete the second season, and then last year was the first time that he ever pitched. So, like I said, he came in as a middle infielder with the other Isaac Lopez. They played summer ball together, and so he had that connection. We thought they were going to be the middle infield duo, but
First out.
Yeah.
It turned out that he's a pitcher now. He loves it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just because he loves the fact that he has the ball in his hand, when he's out there for every pitch, but he loves to play golf. So he can play a lot of golf.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't mess up his swing anymore.
So is he watching the Masters?
I hope not. I hope.
Hey, so tell me about well, first off, what is he majoring in right now?
He's a business major.
Business major.
Yeah, business major, and he's got one more year of eligibility. So hopefully he'll be here next year also.
Is this something that he's looking at just like, obviously everybody aspires to get to that next level.
Right.
Is that something that is really in his mind, or is he saying, you know what, I might as well play ball if I'm here in school anyway?
I think they always think about that. Ever since he was we got pictures of him at 2 years old, with a bat and a ball. So I think, as they get older, it starts getting more realistic in terms of, you're playing big boy ball here in Division I. They play some very, very good talent.
The amount of athletes to actually go Division I in any sport is extremely rare.
Yeah.
So there has to be a sense of pride of you as a father having your boy playing D1 football here.
100%. I'm always proud of whatever my kids do. I've got 3 kids, and they've all been competitive in sports. I've got my other 2 kids are state champions in other sports.
Oh, wow.
He's the only one that's in the family that's not a state champion.
Well,
so we make fun of him for that.
He plays for the Vaqueros. So
that's right.
Everything's okay
that
now.
makes up for it.
Before we get any deeper into this, we should have started with the icebreaker, but we have to ask this. It's mandatory. What place in the Valley has the best breakfast tacos?
Eddie's.
Really?
Eddie's.
You know what? I've yet to have it, man.
Not bad, and they're nice and
Hey,
full.
he's
Hey,
lying.
wait,
He said
time out,
Laredo
time out.
tacos last week, dude.
Time out. We're plugging Eddie's for free here. Come on.
It's hard to beat any breakfast taco from the Valley for the most part because, again, we live in Austin.
Hey,
so
that's another question. On Texas Monthly, they had Austin as the best tacos in Texas.
Get out.
How full crap are they?
They're nuts. They're nuts. I
You hear that, Texas Monthly?
We've been in Austin for a long time, for a while now. Seems forever. My youngest daughter, she's been in Austin longer than we were in the Valley. But, you can't beat the tacos down here. Unfortunately, every weekend we come down here.
George asks all our guests about food.
Always.
Smart man.
But in the first podcast, he pulled a taco out of his pocket.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know
did.
how long it had been there.
It was from that
I'm
morning.
glad it was a taco.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Second
exactly
question,
right.
though,
That's exactly right.
what type of breakfast taco?
Oh,
Well,
man.
like I said, Ben's a Laredo taco guy. He's the
No,
Q
no,
taco.
no.
Is my
These are marriage
cardiologist
questions,
listening to
bro.
this?
Huh?
Is my cardiologist listening to this?
No, probably not. We only got like 5 viewers.
All right, good deal. So it'd probably be like something having to do with fried pork or something.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Something having to do with that. Barbacoa tacos are
Oh,
probably
you
hands
kinda-
down the beef barbacoa, and then I just got started on these chicharron tacos that they make. Man, they're nuts.
I haven't gone into that depth yet.
It's
I went down a rabbit hole recently with tacos, though. I tried smoked barbacoa tacos from this guy out of Westico, Tico's
damn.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
And he ruined barbacoa for me. I can't eat it anymore because I'm like, it was so freaking good.
the holy grail.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, man,
I
everything's
got
good.
one more for you, Mike. You've been here 3 years now, right? As a father.
Yeah, you could say 3 years. Yeah.
In the 3 years from when you started coming here, how awesome is this? the atmosphere today.
This is nuts. I mean, we are so freaking blown away by the fan attendance. The facilities themselves are top notch. I mean, we've gone to other Division One that are not Power 5 type of programs. They don't hold a candle to Vaquero baseball. I mean,
have you seen a difference in the growth in just those 3 years?
Definitely. I think it has to do a lot with the AD and the whole administration. I mean, you can see it.
Yeah.
You can just see like, wow, they're just like stepping up. It's just incredible.
That's awesome.
I'm glad my son's a part of this.
Have you tried the Vaquero beer yet?
A little bit, yeah.
Remember, his cardiologist
self-serving.
It might be listening to this, so just a little.
But you know what?
Definitely.
Since George did bring that up, guys, and that's something we do want to make sure that we highlight. Again, Vaquero Up is brought to you by 3 sponsors. One of those sponsors being 5x5 Brewery. Again, obviously our big guy right here next to us, being one of the owners. And again, it is awesome. George, don't touch me there. But it is an awesome beer. It is an awesome company. Again, man, it's awesome that you guys wanted to be a part of this, and it's really, really cool. But
well,
again,
you too. I'm at these badass hats, and then Vaquero Up.
For sure.
Vaquero Outfitters.
These are just little plugs in here, so we can kind of, let you all know where this is coming from, and hopefully we can grow this a little more. Now, is there a way we need to get Coach up here?
Yeah, I actually gotta check in real quick, but anyhow, before I step up, Mike, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it. You guys are doing a great job here, man.
Hey, Ben,
this is awesome.
when you're going out there getting the coach, can you get everyone here around?
Yeah, of course.
This is going to work out perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Ben, go get the next speaker. Hey, wait, where are you going, Coach? We're not done with him yet, are we?
He's done.
Oh,
yeah, let me get the
oh, yeah,
Give me
hey,
a second.
come here. We got something for you, boss.
Brandon, can you get me that? There you go.
Hey, congratulations on your son's success. So that was a badass, rare opportunity there. We had, a father and a parent of, born and raised in the Valley, moved up to Austin, but brought his kid back down here to UTRGV to play baseball at a D1 baseball program. And he said it himself, he's never seen anything like this before.
And I'm telling you, man, and again, obviously just having a daughter at the high school level and just going to these meets and going to these accomplishments that they're doing at the high school level gives me so much pride. I can imagine what your son or daughter going to a D1 college does in a matter of pride, bro. It's just crazy.
That's honestly, so my kids are still in junior high.
Yeah.
They're young. But both of them are aspiring now to go D1 athletics. Yeah. So my daughter wants to play soccer here one day, goalie. And my son, he's a big boy. He's going to be like me. He wants to play D1 football. Yeah. I'm like, I'm telling him the reality. Like, hey, man, D1 is very, very rare. It's hard. You have to dedicate yourselves. But I'm hoping that's being spurred across the Valley now. With our athletic programs at the junior high school levels, and bring in, the bar's being raised as we speak.
And that's the thing is I don't know, how much they can do, in regards to like promoting one college. But at the same time, I think more the parents need to kind of instill like, hey, man, that we do have a great university here. You don't have to leave. If you want to leave, hey, of course. But you don't have to. It is here. It's not what it was 15, 20 years ago.
It's not just athletics, though. I mean, their academic program is insane. They have one of the best engineering programs in the country, from what I understand. Their public administration is really good. They're stellar.
No, it's going to be a great
Hey,
thing for the
whose
future,
idea
man.
was it to have these heavy-ass chains, man?
It was Ben. Ben's a very strong guy, apparently. He works out every day, he says.
I do.
But I don't see
all that scrap metal.
That's right. we made these out of scrap metal.
You do. I can feel it, man.
Right before. What do you say?
Yeah, they, coach is here, going to come in here shortly. And I know that we had a few guests that wanted to come by, including Ronnie and John as well. So.
Yep. You want me to get those guys on first?
Yeah,
We got any good questions online yet? I mean, if you got questions, throw them our way, and we'll do our best, even if they're screw around questions. Like, are those real Oakleys that Ben's wearing, or are they the Reynosa version?
Hey, I'm gonna take this time to plug tomorrow's game is Autism Awareness Night or day. It's a 12 o'clock start.
It's 4 for $44 too. You can bring a family of $4, $44.
That's right.
A hot dog, drink,
and
access into the baseball stadium.
And 4 tickets, something like that. And awesome. But tomorrow, autism awareness, and again, in case you haven't seen in the background, I'm pretty sure you have. it's Selena night, and some of these people are dressed like Selena, and I know I wanted to stop, but we had Mr. Lopez here. I wanted to stop one of the Selena fans out here. It's cool to see them out here and dressed up.
I've seen a couple, man.
I think that this whole team thing is working out. The Taylor Swift,
That's the first one you mentioned, I guess.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. And 956 night was fantastic.
Last week's was awesome.
Oh,
Bro.
the city versus city, that was fun. Yeah.
I mean, my thing, like when they said Edinburgh won, I was like, well, yeah, you better.
Yeah, no kidding.
Come on.
Because if we didn't, there's something wrong there. We got to step it up.
We got to help out with the city, with the mayor of Edinburgh, though, man. He just grounded that ball. Like, we got to prep him a little bit. Ramiro, I'm sorry, man. I'm calling you out. We got to get him a chain. Like, dude, come on, man.
I don't think he warmed up, man. It
was a cold bore shot.
It was.
No excuses, guys. No excuses.
How is it looking right now, actually?
Well,
it is green slam. Oh, no,
they had runners on, and we got out of the inning, so I think that our pitcher threw a few extra pitches.
If you guys are watching, if you're in the area, again, anywhere in the Rio Grande Valley, come on out. The game's going to be a few hours long. It's a big game. We won last night in the ninth inning, right? So we're hoping for a win tonight and a win tomorrow, so it'll be our first series sweep if we could pull it off. And we got the crowd and support tonight to do it, so we'll see.
We do absolutely need a sweep coming up. I know that we won the series last weekend, but we could use a good sweep this week or this weekend. WAC is a little tight, so rolling into the tournament we need to start getting those bats a little hot. And if you all don't mind, Sam, would you all tell us if the ball's heading towards us?
I keep turning around.
Yeah. I'll clap my hands like this.
Yeah. We hear the bat and everybody's reaction.
We're in the foul zone. Okay, just so the viewers understand, we are in the foul zone area. Maybe we should bribe one of these kids with a free hat to protect us with a baseball.
This young man right here's got a glove.
There it is.
He's got a glove. So
I'm just gonna do this.
I can't catch for shit, man. I grew up playing soccer and football.
Awesome. There he is. Yeah, he's taking care of us tonight. So there it is. There it is.
All right, guys. So before we get Coach on here, we're going to go ahead and get a parent on here. And I thought it was really important for us to get one of the parents of the players, or two of the parents, the second parent of the players, because again, it does have a different feeling when you come and watch a game and you have somebody out there playing again, especially in a D1 division, ball game. So our next guest is going to be Mr. Ronnie Rodriguez. Come on down, man. We need some clapping. I think we have one, don't we?
Hey, nice to meet you, Ronnie. Oh, watch out! You saw that? I got him good.
You didn't just smack the heck out of me.
What's that? No.
What's that?
She wants to buy a hat.
Actually, it's for our guest today. I'm sorry. We're going to have him available here very soon, though. I'm so sorry.
Ronnie Rodriguez, everybody.
Hello, guys. Hello, everybody.
Wait, you're messing up a tradition.
We're fighting the win and foul balls today.
Yes.
So,
first question. Let George ask it.
First question.
Before the first question, am I going to get one of those so I can fit in with you guys?
That's
Because
right.
I feel a little out of place. But, I mean, this is great, but I would like one of those too.
You need to put it on.
We usually give them after 4 minutes of interview.
Yes. Oh, okay. There you go. Then I better wait. No, I'm going to wear it already.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Looks good.
Yes.
Looks good.
All right, first question,
All
George.
right, first question. Where are the best breakfast tacos in the Rio Grande Valley?
I want to say my mother-in-law or my mom. Those are the best ones.
That is a
But if you
freaking
had to
awesome
go
answer.
anywhere else, Zamora's doesn't disappoint. And of course, like anybody else sees you gone to the Stripes is always there.
There
the
you
Laredo
go,
taco.
Ben. Laredo tacos.
Hey, wait. No, don't there you go, Ben.
That's a really good answer.
Well, that's actually that's actually so far the best answer, the safest answer. Your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh, you could tell.
And my mom,
He's just like
yes.
me. He's scared of his mother-in-law.
Squeezed that one in
Yes.
perfectly. That was. Yeah, good job. Hey, so we hear the bat and all of our heads kind of
Yes,
turn
turn
around.
around, right?
Home run! Yeah!
We're on the board. First inning, we're on the board.
We are starting this game off right, baby.
All right,
Second inning,
our
and he just
gentleman
crushed
from,
it out there.
Mexico.
Yes.
What's his name?
Martin Vasquez. He's actually a Sherryland alum, so he played
right.
here in the Valley also.
That's right. He's
So
from
he's a Valley
Sherryland.
boy.
That's correct. So
Anyway, let's get
Los
the-
Valley boys picking it up.
Yes, sir.
Let's get the question started to Ronnie, man. I think again, it's a really important thing to kind of get the feeling of a parent who has a player out there now. Again, I know he took off for a couple years, and I know obviously he had his reasons or whatever, but is it a little more pride or less pride or the same pride for him to have him be playing here?
I think you've seen it when you talk to him and everywhere he's out there, and you see the crowd and understanding the Nico shirts and everything like that. I think the most important thing to him when he decided to come back, I think that was it. You know, our family's very close lit, very close. If you know our family, we pride ourselves in we are family. My family does that. You've seen them out there with the tailgaters out there with all the Nico shirts and everything like that. I think that was one of the more reasons. And thinking back of anything is like he's talked about it, the journey that he's gone through, it was perfect for him because he went away. He got to embrace that part. But coming back home was very important to him because of being back home in his hometown of Edinburgh and seeing all these Edinburgh crowd and people that he knows. That's been important to him.
Can you give us a little backstory, like where Ronnie came from, where he went, and why he's coming back on, you know, just from your perspective?
When he first started the recruiting process, he would go and play around the country. There was different schools. K-State came around. He loved K-State. It was home to him in the beginning of what it was, his journey. So we went up there for the recruiting process. He felt at home. Coach Hughes does a great job over there at K-State. Nico he's a Valley kid. You know, the sun, the heat. He's enjoyed that. K-State was a big adjustment for him as far as the weather is concerned. And again, more than anything, I think it was the weather, and also seeing in the stands is he was always so used to having the family there, the people around him, and the community that you've seen now here recently that's embracing the Valley Boys. And he missed that part, I think, more than anything. And of course, as a dad and as a parent and mom and all his siblings, it's just awesome to be able to see him and see him after every game and him go home, have home-cooked meals more than anything. So I think that was the part of him missing that part of why he decided to come back. I think it was just, you know, missing home than anything. He loved it. He got to live his dream as far as playing in different cities and different states and everything like that. He embraced it, the Power 5, the Big 12, things like that, playing in big venues. But more than anything, he wanted to be around family and more people.
But he's an OG Valley Bush boy by heart.
Yes, yeah.
Hardcore.
He went up through the system, the Edinburgh system.
And I was about to say that. Those of you that know me know that I work for the city of Edinburgh and now represent the city of Edinburgh in the Little League. He played Little League. He started here. He got to play through our system, played at our local junior highs, played at our local at Robert Vela High School. So he is a product just like Isaac Lopez is, and so is Rudy Gonzalez. Played through our system and played through our Little League, and then now embraced it playing through high school, and now coming back to the Valley is awesome.
And I think one of the biggest things also, I mean, you're selling your family short. Your family comes from a big history. You yourself, man. I mean, you come from a big history of ball players that actually went, you know, to a decent level.
Yes.
You know, and talk a little bit about that.
You know, it's been great, and I've been blessed to say that all my kids, and of course my Uncle Donut and everybody has that history. I played baseball myself, but me and Donut talk about it and everything like that. Seeing our boys and seeing our boys grow, it's a different level. You know, Nico has been blessed. I tell him every day to feel blessed, and we feel blessed, and he feels blessed, and the hard work that he puts in. You see he's starting to see the reap of that.
Yeah. What's Nico majoring in right now?
He started off as physical therapy. I know Mom is not too happy now, but he started training some of these kids and giving back to the community and everything like that. And he has changed his major. He wants to be a coach. He wants to give back. He wants to give back to the kids, give back to what he learned and everything like that. And I just feel that I've seen him train and I've seen him work with some of these kids and working with his younger brother right now, that what he's doing, and he gets to see that part. You can see that he's got that passion about coaching.
That's absolutely amazing. The Valley is in dire need of D1 caliber athletes that are going into the coaching community. They're going to elevate sports here in the Valley, like people like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does and what program he jumps into and eventually takes over.
One of the big things also that people don't see, and a lot of people, and I think there still has that stigma of like, you know, oh, you're going into coaching, it's easy, it's an easy route. You know what, man? I mean, I coached for 14 years, and it's not an easy route. You know, it's definitely something, and one thing that people don't realize, you're not just coaching, you're impacting these kids, man. You know, you're raising these kids. You know, a lot of these kids see you as a coach more than they see their parents. And that's the kind of, you need a different type of person to coach. And again, obviously I know your family very well, and I know y'all's character and y'all's history, man. And I think Nico's going in the right direction for sure.
And I think that's why he wants to coach now, and my other son wants to coach also. And I think it's because they went through it. I coached them growing up. All of you, I've seen you guys coach our little leagues and everything like that. And I've coached too. And seeing that
I
smile,
coached with you 1 year. Is that correct?
1 year we coached together.
Yeah.
And I think more than anything, as coaches,
no. Hey, they couldn't find anybody. I was a guy chewing the flower seeds.
Yeah.
Did you all win? How many games did you get kicked out of, Ben?
Take it easy.
Out of there.
Take it easy.
I can see the refs just running your ass out.
And seeing that passion and seeing that smile on those kids and them coming back and say, thank you, coach, for everything they give. I think that's a rewarding part that my kids have now want to do. They want to see that. They come to see Nico sometimes, the kids that he trains, and seeing him there at the end, he's like, Dad, just them learning and coming back and saying, thank you, Coach Nico. And he's falling in love with that, that part.
And again, I want to plug you, Ronnie. I mean, again, I know you, obviously we brought you on here because of Nico and stuff like that, but like you said, you bring these smiles on people's faces as a coach. I mean, you're doing that as a program, man. At the Parks and Recs here in Edinburgh, you're doing that as kind of overlooking that program, and it's been great, man. The Little League is huge. Yes. I mean, obviously with you and along with all your staff out there, man.
Right.
It's been a hell of a job, bro.
It's been a blessing to us to see the amount of kids that have come out in our program, especially this year. We have over 1,500 kids, 125 teams in our City of Edinburgh Little League Baseball. And like I said, the message when we did our opening ceremonies is hopefully that one day some of those kids in our 4-year-olds all the way through our 14-year-old program, one day we'll be out here cheering for them.
Yeah,
and to say that they started at Edinburgh at the Parks and Rec and Little League, it's awesome to see. And that's why I keep saying those 3 names that are playing right now here. I know there's other kids that have gone on that played in our system and gone on to bigger things also, but just being able to start in our league and now finish their college career here at our 956, the Vaqueros, it's a blessing.
That's awesome, man.
I got one more question for Ronnie. I know that you've been. I know you got to get back to the game, but I got one more. How awesome has it been seeing the transition from little UTRGV to what it is today?
I'll tell you one thing. I remember coming with my grandpa to the old games at Jody Ramsey Stadium, sneaking in through the side to be able to jump on those stands and seeing my Uncle Donut and seeing the other players that have played through here and coming. And then last year and seeing it, and even when Nico went away, I would still comes to some games. But here recently and the things that the AD and these coaches are doing, it's amazing. It's truly blessing. The sad part about it, I will tell you, it's Nico's senior year. I won't be able to experience it, but I do have a younger son, and maybe you never know, but I will never stop being, honestly, my grandpa always tell me, why is Nico going to K-State? Why can't he play here? That was my grandpa's dream for him to play here because he wanted to see him. And now seeing him here, and you're right, Coach, it's awesome to see the excitement. Now football's coming this way, all the sports and everything they're investing in. I tell you one thing, it's awesome for the Valley, and it's awesome for the City of Edinburgh, and a great job by the Vaquero.
I think, Nico, before you go, Ronnie, before you go, man, obviously your family came from the same neighborhood I came from, so I'm going to plug that neighborhood a little bit here. It's here in Edinburgh. It's called La Hilera, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the old barrio that
Old
I grew up
stomping
at.
grounds, yes.
We're 100%
What is
proud of it.
What is the gang sign?
We're not about gangs, Ben. We're about education.
Yes.
Oh, no gang. No gang signs here, guys.
Hey, man, I really appreciate you coming
Ronnie,
on here,
Thank
Ronnie.
you. It's
so
always
much,
a pleasure,
man.
guys. Always a pleasure. Thank you.
So if you guys heard that right, Rio Grande Valley, you got a D1 caliber athlete that wants to go into coaching. So if you got any school districts out here that are looking for a good baseball coach, we got one coming your way.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, too.
Well, hey, a little bit of an update here. So right now we are bottom of the second right now, and UTRGV Vaqueros are up 1-0. They've been able to hold the opposing team down so far.
Next, we got a guest, and I'm trying not to chop up his names here.
Now, well, hold on. Now, do you want to get the fans first, or have them go back and sit down and bring the coach on? Or
Let's
get the coach.
Yeah, let's
all
get
right,
the.
here we go.
So his name is.
Yes.
And Coach, how's it going?
Great, man.
How are you?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Cahill Fennell, good to meet you.
Cahill Fennell, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Cahill Fennell.
There you go.
So-
At least we know how to say
Real
it.
close.
Yeah.
No.
Just get as close.
Oh, gotcha.
All right.
Pretty much like you're going to eat it.
So
Appreciate you guys for having
introducing the new head basketball coach for UTRGV. Probably 3-4 days.
Just about, yeah, no more than 5. I can't remember now. It's been some long days, but every bit of 5.
Yeah, so I think I want to start off with a very simple question since you said you have been here just 3 or 4 days. We're not going to get too personal yet, Coach, because I think we're going to try and get you on the actual podcast at the shop. But so today is going to be just a quick, back and forth. But the first question I have for you is, what's your first impressions of the Valley, man?
I've loved it. I mean, you look at events like tonight, you look at this turnout, you look at the vibe and the culture and everything that's going on here at games like this, and everywhere I've been in the Valley so far, it's been really, really cool. I've been really fortunate to meet a ton of people that are excited to be here, that represent the community so well, man. I'm just really fortunate to be a part of it, myself and my family.
That's awesome, man.
Well, I got the pleasure of meeting your wife and your 2 boys, and a delight, first of all. Good job to you. Kudos to you.
Well, that's just because you don't have to go home to them at the end of the night. They could all be a handful.
So first thing I said was, hey, how are you liking Edinburgh? And they said they love it. And I said, wait till you get to South Padre Island.
There you go.
I think I dug your hole already.
No question. My boys, and I mean this, we played at an event in the Bahamas 2 years in a row for Louisville and BYU, and they could spend 10 hours at the beach. Like, they will do that all day and just love it, be happy as clams. So you did. You put us in a bad spot there, so we're going to have to commit a couple
How old are your
days to
boys,
that.
Coach?
I have a 10-year-old and a 9-year-old. So they're
gosh,
a handful,
they're right
man.
there in that age.
Yes, they
It
are.
doesn't get easier, too. Everyone says terrible twos, but, man, my opinion, it's the teenage years. Preteen and teenage years are the worst.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you I could tell a difference, man. It's like terrible twos all the way through where they are now. So it's a lot. They're a lot, man. You'll see them running around at games and taking their shirts off and swinging around their head, and they're wild boys.
Those are the good ones, man. Those are the ones that end up being pretty good athletes, too. All right, man. Now, obviously in the Valley, one of the biggest culture things that we have is our food, man. And I know you've been here for
Day 5.
4 or 5 days.
Day 5.
All right, and I'm not going to ask you to let's see how you answer this, actually. Favorite breakfast taco that you've actually had here and where?
Or have you had a taco?
Or have you had?
So I've had a breakfast burrito here. Does that count? Or is
No,
that
they're
just
not called
I think
burritos.
that qualifies
Man,
as
the
a
80s
taco.
messing up.
Taco Palenque?
No.
Well,
that's not bad.
Ben, you got to hook this guy up.
That's not bad.
Is that not enough?
No.
My goodness. Hey, man, I'm all for a good breakfast taco.
Yeah.
But I got to get pointed in the right direction.
Somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a victim of no guidance.
Hey, nothing against Taco Palenque. They're a great company, a great organization, but again, there's a lot of mom and pop places here in town, in Edinburgh especially.
Oh, yeah.
And you're definitely going to enjoy it, Coach.
I cannot wait. I was at a donor function the other night, and it wasn't even a restaurant. It was just kind of banquet style, finger food stuff, and there were some tacos there, and I was just. Everybody was trying to have serious conversations with me, and I was just raving about the food. I was like, "Have you had these tacos? Like, this is unbelievable!" And everybody's like, "Yeah, this is what we do. Yeah, we know."
That's normal to us.
This is exactly how you get this amazing figure down here in the Valley.
It was incredible.
So if you're wearing a 32 right now, Coach, you'd probably be in a 34 waist here in a couple of weeks. So.
I give it 6 months.
Could be. I need some meat on my bones, man. It'll be
Stretchy
worth
pants,
it.
that's the cool. Stretchy pants.
Yeah,
Stretchy pants,
That's
yeah,
exactly
stretchy
right.
pants.
I like it.
And again, on another food question, you'll get these here pretty soon, and I'm sure we'll get them to you. Tamales, you tried those yet here?
I have not had any tamales here.
All right, now we'll get you the deli.
I don't even know if I should say this. I'm not a huge tamales guy. I
Not
need
yet.
to be.
Not yet.
That's fair.
It grows on you.
That's fair.
Right.
Yeah. Again, I need to be pointed in the right direction. You can't just leave me to my own devices.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
And try to find my own
let me lead you down the path of destruction. Barbacoa tacos.
Barbacoa tacos.
Yes,
I'm
it'll
in.
change your life.
That's what it is.
Just close your
No,
eyes.
no,
and
no, no,
enjoy
no.
it.
Don't tell them what it is. Let them try it. Then you tell them what it is.
So I was born in Hawaii, and in Hawaii and in the Polynesian culture, like, we eat a ton of Spam. So we don't know what that is either. So I'm all for mystery meats, man. If
My
it's
sister
good, I'm
just
in.
came back from Hawaii, so there's a lot of pigs.
Yeah.
Yes, I served with a bunch of Samoans in the military, and these are some of the most. I would never want to get in a bar fight with any of these guys. I mean, dude,
Oh, I thought
like
the pig.
scared. Oh no, the food too. I mean, shoot, man, we we're overseas, and they gave us a cow. Again, it's not a pig, but the guy's like adamant. Oh, you have to bury it. I'm like, what? So buried a freaking full-grown cow and freaking cooked it for like 36 hours.
All right, man. So we'll move in a different direction, get away from food a little bit. But one serious question is, again, and I think as a coach, you obviously have, your expectations of your players, expectations of the program and so forth. But what is that one great expectation or your greatest expectation that you actually require one of your players to have?
On an individual basis?
On an individual basis.
Yeah, it's got to be a commitment to us winning, right? It's got to be the team concept above all. It has to be about the collective. I think if guys are pulling in their separate direction for their own individual agenda, for their own individual goals, that can really destroy a team and a program. And we are all going to be rowing in the same boat, going in the same direction. And if you have some cancerous individuals that are just worried about their own stuff, that can sink you, right? So for us, it's all going to be about the collective. It's going to be all about the team. It's going to be all about winning. And then when we accomplish those things, a high tide rises all ships, right? Like all the individual goals will be met within that. Pro scouts, NBA scouts, overseas scouts, they don't want to see somebody that's losing, right? If you're putting up numbers on a losing team, that doesn't necessarily matter to them. So all their individual goals will be met if we're doing our job as a group.
That's an awesome answer. That's a great answer. And again, I think it's one of those things, and I heard one story that as soon as you got off the plane, you went out and met with the team, and if that is true, which I believe it is, I mean, that's something that it gives them the expectation that you have from the get-go. And I think it shows them how committed you are to them, and it shows them, like, hey, these are expectations you're going to meet. And it's obvious that you're obviously showing them by example and leading by example. Say, hey, I'm committed. How committed are you? And it's a heck of an answer, man.
And I think a lot of it is, and we've used this word before with another coach that we had on was culture. I mean, you bring in your culture and your expectations, and you're either in or you're out. I mean, I assume that's what that the case here.
No, you're 100% right. I think whether it's culture, however you want to describe it, right? So many coaches throw around the catchphrase of culture, and that's such a buzzword in press conferences and interviews and all that kind of stuff. But whatever your expectations are, whatever your standards are, there has to be 10 toes down commitment, and that goes for everybody. That's the players, that's the staff, that's the managers, that's the AD and the support staff and the athletic department. Like, everybody has to be committed to us winning. I think it's so challenging to win at a really high level and compete for championships, which is what our expectation is if we don't have total commitment, and that's what we will have. We're going to be bringing in people that want us to win with a tremendous amount of urgency, just a maniacal sense of preparation, and doing everything we can to be successful from day one.
Good. That's awesome, man. I have a couple more questions, and then, Coach, I know you're going to want to enjoy the game and stuff, but how important do you see community involvement, into the program? And I guess how much investment is there going to be into getting the community involved with the program?
First of all, I see community involvement is massive, especially a community like this, man. I told you before, this is one of the coolest college sporting events I've been to. Just as far as the family atmosphere, Selena night, people are bouncing off the walls, excited to be here. The team's fired up. This is a very, very cool atmosphere. And replicating this at the field house is going to be everything to me. That's going to be everything to our boys. So, community involvement is massive to us. It's going to be massive to our program. And I'm going to do, as far as answering your second question, absolutely everything I can to beat the streets and be out and meet people and do camps and do everything that I can think of to really engage this community and get them on our side. I think there's just so much upside for this program's local support that we haven't tapped into yet. All right, I really want to sell out every conference game. I want butts and seats. I want people to be there. But I know that demands us fielding a team that makes this community and this valley proud, man. And that's what the goal is. So one hand washes the other, man. But engaging the people here is everything to me.
Yeah. Well, that's huge. That's big time. And I know you got to get back to the baseball game, but hey, we're gonna do this soon, and we'll highlight your program. I know that you're offering out. Oh, before you leave.
Oh yeah. I didn't want to ask for one. I didn't want to be presumptuous. Thank you so much.
You're officially a 956 boy.
I love it, man. I love it. Thank you so much.
There you go. Hey, Coach, thank you so much for taking a little bit of your time. It really is an honor, man, and we're looking forward to talking to you here a lot deeper, man. So get ready for that here in the next, hopefully, few weeks.
Sure.
So,
I look forward to it. Thank you guys so much again for having me.
Appreciate Coach. You.
Oh, man, I got both my kids and my family's walking up here with shitting and grins. It's not good.
All right, man. We're going to get our next our next guest here.
We're in the – okay, just so everyone's aware, the reason why I'm sketchy at least, every time I hear the crack of the bat, there's a sign 10 feet away that says catch zone for the foul balls.
We got our security guard here in the blue shirt.
5'4", man.
I'm 5'4". There's nothing wrong with being 5'4", sir.
My bad. I'm sorry. Okay, you genetically, short.
It is the top of the third. We're still up 1-0, so
It's
not
looking
bad.
good, man.
Yeah, looking good. Great crowd. I imagine they'll announce an attendance here shortly.
I think this might be a one of, if not a record-breaking, definitely top 5 crowds. So if you're in the Rio Grande Valley right now, guys, the game barely third inning, freaking crowd's great, food amazing. I think I saw elotes.
Yeah.
Pineapple Ninjas, beer, popcorn, the whole 9 yards. It's a baseball game.
Well, I think that 956 night just introduced all that, and now it's here to stay. Elotes and all that.
When have you
good
heard
stuff.
of elotes at a baseball game? That's
That's right.
awesome, bro.
Hey, don't knock it. Yeah,
We're starting new traditions here. All right, guys, before we move on, or we're going to move on here, we're going to get 2 of our season ticket holders. It's a couple that's been coming to these games for a very, very long time. Huge supporters of what we're doing.
And the one guy's dressed up for the part for Selena now. He's dressed up as Chris Perez as a rocker, man. Look at him.
Here you go,
We
guys.
got
Welcome to the show, guys.
Chris Perez and Selena.
Hey, when you
in the
guys
house.
talk close into the mic, okay?
Chris Perez brought his guitar.
We got Como La Flor here, and I'm Chris Pettis.
There you go, man.
Used to be a rocker, but I married Selena, and the rest is history.
Hey, guys, quick question. And again, this is the main reason we wanted to bring you guys on here because, we obviously have businesses here in the community, and we know and we see you guys going out there and supporting UTRGV
All the
very,
time.
very strongly.
All the time.
And it's not just like I'm going to go to 1 or 2 games. It's like we're going to make it a point to go to the game no matter what. What drives that? That's the first question. What drives that I don't know, addiction to it?
We're alumni,
Okay.
75 and 77, and so we're loyal. This is our school. We're so proud. We're Bronx, but now we're Vaqueros.
There you go.
And so we're loyal, and we're giving back. We're giving back.
Now, based on that, and I wasn't one of those guys. I can care less. But how did you all feel with a name change when it happened? Were you all just on board right away, or?
It was hard to cheer for Vaqueros. Go, Vaqueros. But we bought into it.
There you go.
And now we are Vaqueros.
Well, I think you and 5,000 other people have bought into it. So
yeah. Oh, yes.
And some.
And you guys have seen it all, man. And you guys have seen. I know you've been supporters for a very long time. How far back do you have to go, if anything, to see the growth?
Well, I started coming here with Zelma in 1971, but Zelma was here for the 1971 World Series team.
Oh, man.
Wait, did you pick her up at a baseball game?
There it is. Yeah. There it is.
We
Ladies
were
and gentlemen,
Truth comes
this
out.
is a place to meet a woman.
we were in the marching band, the Bobcat marching band, and we passed each other in formation, and we started talking.
That's awesome, man. That is so cool. And again, to see that support you all show, and again, you don't have anybody playing, right?
No, not at all.
And that's the thing that people believe, like, in order for you to go to a game, you have to have somebody there playing.
In order to a ton of games, not just
Yeah,
a
no,
game.
exactly.
I mean,
Well, actually, we are season ticket holders for all the sports
Oh, man, that is so awesome.
for several years.
Yeah, no, I've definitely
So,
seen you on the
yeah.
news a lot, when they pan out to the fans, and it's so
WAC
cool.
tournament in Las Vegas. We were there.
Really? That is
In the
awesome,
news.
man.
5 is number 1.
And I'll tell you one thing, man. If this doesn't just show the support of UTRGV, man, but this shows, it's one of those things where you go to games together, you stay together, and you obviously you guys are a great example of that.
Yeah.
And
We enjoy it.
do you see, I guess, the future of this growth once football comes along? Let me ask that question. Like, how excited are you all about that program coming
Well,
here?
we're excited about the marching band. We like the halftime.
There you go.
there it is.
And our team is still undefeated.
There it is. That's
There
right.
you go.
That's right. That's right.
But I still think we need a little bit more training in the tailgating because we're a little bit of a rookie here. So
Well, I think we're gonna take care of that here pretty soon,
Yeah.
man. I think we got a lot of things planned. I think between us three, got a lot of ideas. I think it's gonna be really
As
gonna be big.
As far as growth, since Chase came in, Chase Kong, the growth has been phenomenal. And then having you guys bring in your stuff, it's so exciting. And we really bought into it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're really excited about your businesses. and we follow you, and we tell everybody else to go to you.
No, we truly
appreciate that. We really do.
And again,
it's heartfelt, really.
And it's one of those things where that it definitely, they say this about kids. It takes a village to grow a child, but I think it takes a village to do anything.
Yeah.
Not only run a business, but again, grow a program like this. It definitely takes a village, and you guys are definitely a big part of it.
Well, we're
See,
excited.
and sports brings the community together.
100%.
If you don't have sports or marching band or cheerleaders or pep squad, our kids are kind of like, who do we go with?
Right.
But bringing in sports helps us a lot.
That is awesome.
Very cool.
No, thank you guys so much for joining us again, just to get that little perspective.
I'm sorry. Introduce yourself one more time to the public.
I'm Zelma Gracia.
Carlos Gracia.
There you go. Thank
Pleasure
y'all.
meeting you guys.
Gracias.
I appreciate y'all. Beats up, baby.
Bees up. That's right. There you go.
Hey, and these were our dates. We were poor, so I'll meet you at the ball game.
ID, student ID.
The drama department has awesome stuff. The music department, we'd go to everything.
We did everything.
Yeah,
That's awesome, guys. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now we are on bottom of the third. Right now it's tied up 1-1. We have 2 outs, 2 strikes, and 2 balls.
All right, here we go.
Oh, no, that's it. We're heading to the bottom of the third.
All right, here we go. Let me introduce these two.
I'm sorry, I forgot my guitar.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, when you guys talk straight into the mic as close as you guys can, okay? Almost like you're going to eat it.
Hey, do we have the...
Man, he has all that beer up there at that table. He's not bringing any to us. You notice that?
Hey, Sam, do we have the other one ready or no?
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're out here at UTRGV Stadium at the baseball stadium watching the game. It looks like a packed night. It should be one of the top attendance nights. We have different interviews going on, from coaches to coaches' parents and even hardcore Vaquero fans. We're out here with Fabian Hernandez and Ben Gonzalez, jamming out with Vaquero Up.
That's it, man. Again, just a quick plug while we get this taken care of here. Ben Gonzalez is the owner of not only G3 Scrap Metal in Weslaco, but he's also the owner of Vaquero Outfitters, along with his wife, Miss Alyssa. Have done a great job, growing that business in a very short time. These guys have moved, have truly involved the community with this, and have done a great job, promoting what they're doing and getting the right stuff out there. And if you haven't gone into Vaquero Outfitters, it's a heck of a store. Super, super nice in there, man. Again, the employees are awesome. They're the way they greet you has been a great experience. Just kind of working with these guys. Myself, I am Fabian Hernandez. I am the co-owner of 7 Day Addiction. We also have a shop. Well, we have a shop here on Canton and Sugar. We're a fishing tackle shop, but at the same time, we're a print shop as well. So any of your print needs, we can definitely help you out. And of course, the big guy here to my right, 5x5 Brewery in Mission, Texas. I mean, awesome beer. Again, I'm only going to have like 2 or 3. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to take my shirt off today, George. Maybe later.
But you got the chain. You can take your shirt off.
That's why I can't take it off.
Okay.
But again, guys, us 3, we had this vision of saying, you know what, man, we're going to do something that involves UTRGV, and I think we're doing it, man.
Okay, that came close.
False alarm.
That wouldn't hit us, but that
False
came close.
But I'm glad that George is just yelling and not telling me where to look.
If you see me run, that is emergency
Get under
mode.
the table.
Yeah, get under the
Thank
table.
you so much, man.
Well,
It's okay, man.
well, I'll tell you what. That's either way. That is hot. You're ready to go. So no bad words, Mr. Verduzco.
So when you guys are talking,
You remember?
Yeah. Yeah, he was my math teacher, so I know.
so when you guys are talking, just kind of move it, where y'all can see it. But
and get as close as you can.
all right, let me introduce this couple, man. And I've known these guys for a very long time. And obviously, Ben has known them for a lot longer. Ben is about 64 years old, and he was math teacher with.
So how old does that make Mr. Verduzco?
Mr. Verduzco has looked like that since 1941.
Yeah, I guess you're
So
right.
he does not age.
I guess you're right.
So again, Coach Verduzco, I call him Coach Verduzco because I did coach with him. And of course, Mr. and Mrs. Verduzco, welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Some other. Yeah, sorry.
I think you like that.
Some other diehard UTRGV fans. Go UTRGV, follow the page. They put pictures up. The Verduzcos are in there all the time. They're at every event.
It has to be the hat.
I think it's a hat.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
hat.
might be the hat. No. I think they really want Miss Verduzco on camera, but you're right next to her.
Tony Amoro.
Yeah, we love it. You guys, congratulations. I'm so proud that you're bringing this to the Valley. You have to go to Austin to go to the stores that I visit. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much. And if it wasn't for fans like you all, I mean, this stuff doesn't exist. The beer doesn't exist. The 7-Day doesn't exist, or Vaquero Outfitters doesn't exist. You know, it's only because the community has embraced it. So thank you guys. Thank you all for everything.
Now, like, again, same question I had for the Gracias. Like, what brings you out of the game? I mean, very simple.
Well, I think first is we're retired. We're looking for things to do. Our son's the one that got us started. He bought season tickets and wasn't coming, gave us the tickets. And baseball is something we've always loved, and we picked it up and become.
And you go to every sport, though.
Now we're doing volleyball, basketball. Well,
men's and
all along we've been doing volleyball, basketball, and baseball.
Have you had the pleasure of meeting Coach, the new basketball coach?
Yes, we just did. Coach Fennell.
Yes.
So nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah, he seems like he's bringing in a good program, and he's got a good vision. So I mean, we're all about that, and I think that the AD Chase has done a fantastic job of rounding up the right personnel, and not only just with the existing sports, but the new sports coming in. I know that they just introduced the new swimming coach yesterday, or something like that.
The new swimming coach.
She's also top notch as well. So I mean, we're moving in the right direction, no doubt.
Now, I think one of the biggest things also is everybody feels or thinks like we need to have expectations. If we have a kid at our school, we need to have expectations. If we have somebody involved in our school, but not necessarily. Like, I mean, what expectations do you have for the university here in the next 2-3 years?
We're hoping to see a lot more seasons where we're winning seasons anyway.
There you go.
Well, we're right there right now, man. We're in the running for the WAC.
We're there. Anything above 500 would bring the people in.
Yeah.
So that's what we're hoping for, and
So-
because they're adding all these other sports. We don't go to soccer, but we get invited. We just met some soccer kids. They invited us to come in. We're probably going to go.
There you go.
Talk about that a little bit, about how back a few years ago, even 3-4 years ago, I mean, it was hard to get 1,000 people here.
Well,
and I mean, look at today. I mean,
you it's like any other sport. You turn it around and people come. And that's basically what's happening right now. Like you said, that new AD seems to be doing an excellent job. I understand that's his specialty, to build programs, and we like what he's doing.
And I'll tell you one thing, like he just told us the other day that we were talking, he's like the first few months and maybe even year, my phone wouldn't ring. He wasn't a very popular person, I guess. I don't know why the community didn't embrace him, but I think that's the beauty, and that shows his character. It didn't matter, what type of adversity he was having, man, but Chase has come and done a lot for this program, for this community, and for the school, man.
Yeah. And the office personnel here, they're great.
Oh my gosh.
They are great. They treat us
like family.
Right?
Yeah, I will say that UTRGV's customer service on the athletic side is top tier.
Yeah.
Like, they don't mess around.
Well, I think that the Southland Conference has something to worry about when we join that conference.
So I just got word on this. You know how we've been fighting to have the WAC tournament down here?
Right.
Okay, with the Southwest Conference, how it works is that the top two teams, it's kind of a regional. So the top two teams are going to have their own tournament at their location. So
what better place than the Valley? I think, hey, we got the restaurants. We got hotels.
That's right.
The facilities are, I mean,
saw how you brought up food.
Solid.
It's not just me.
Yeah. So it's one of those where it may be a no-brainer. I mean, all we got to do now is just
win.
Win. And like I said, Chase has been doing a fantastic job of putting together. He's putting the Avengers together almost.
Yeah.
For us as fans, I think. I wouldn't mind traveling with the team.
Yeah.
I mean, going to see
the retired life.
He is retired life. I'm still working. But you know what else I admire? I admire all the athletes who greet you thank you for coming. Thank you. We appreciate you showing up.
That's awesome.
Thank you for your support. I really like that.
So I got a real serious question for you. So growing up around Ben, being his teacher and coach too, right? How does it feel seeing like a bottom tier student make it to where he is now? Like that I mean, I was like, okay, you know, this is awesome. He actually made it. Like, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, Ben also played baseball.
That's right.
When my son was like a freshman.
We need to clarify
we
that he
saw him playing
participated.
too.
He participated or he played?
Oh,
No, he
he
played.
was a shortstop.
There it is. That's my.
So
I
it wasn't a lie. It was true.
retired.
And starting shortstop. At that.
That's right. That's right.
There was only about 5 players.
Hey,
We
you
had a shortage on
Hey, you
shortstops.
played for the Bobcats.
That's right. The Bobcats.
We
OG.
did.
Good. Yeah.
That's right.
You know,
That's
I'll
exactly
tell
right.
you one thing, man, and I was glad that we were able to get, you know, this couple on, but Verduzco is actually a very, very good friend of mine. You know, I coach with Verduzco, and, you know, obviously being in, you know, we didn't go to school together. I know you can't tell, Verduzco looks very young.
Yeah, I thought you all went to school together.
Verduzco was actually a very good mentor of mine when it came to coaching, you know, and just teaching in general, man. This guy was a great guy, you know, so when I see him enjoying the retirement, man, it brings a smile to my face, honestly, because he put a lot of years into this. And, you know, again, he brought it to the community, and Mrs. Verduzco, the way she mentioned about how these kids come up to her and thank her, that's the culture, and that's what Coach Verduzco actually brought into the classroom, and those manners and that culture, man. And I think that's it's a tribute not only to Chase and to the program, but to fans like you all, man. And I thank you all so much.
Thank you very much.
Fabian.
Thank you.
Well, we'll let you get back to enjoying the game. I know that's what you're here for, and we dragged you out here so we can
That's
kind
okay.
of pick your brain. But I like the outfit, and
Thank you.
go and enjoy
Got
the.
my other, but tomorrow you'll see me with my hat.
Yeah. Tomorrow, remember, Autism Awareness Day. Please come out. 4 tickets, $44.
Comes
4
with a
hot
drink.
dogs.
Yeah, it comes with drinks, hot dog, and entry into the game.
Yeah, so see you out here tomorrow. Don't forget that. Verduzcos, thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Coach,
Enjoy
thank
it.
you.
You get yourself a 956 cap here.
Oh, yeah, quick update on the
Thank
game,
you.
guys. It's
Thank
the
you all
bottom
so
of the
much.
third. We have one out. It's tied 1-1. And right now we have a person on first and third base, and we got big hitter up. So let's see if we can pull a triple off of this one. It is a beautiful night. Again, barely bottom of the third. If you guys want to come out here to UTRGV, taking a couple more interviews with these two yahoos, having a good time. There's a lot of beer on that table that's not being drunk. I'm not sure if that's for us or if that's just staying there.
Or just is that for Brandon?
I don't know.
Brandon looks like he's
They're
ready to
definitely
go,
not
but-
sharing it.
Hey, Brandon, can you bring one of those over here?
Hey, I tell you what, I'm gonna share this story with you guys. You guys
two-
not might believe this.
Or two of them.
I actually, even before the Roadrunners started playing here,
Yeah.
the Edinburgh Bobcats got to play the very first sanctioned game here, and
Really?
I pitched that night.
You did?
So I was
I
a-
thought you were a shortstop.
Well, I was a pitcher as well.
Dang it,
5x5, guys. Stay thirsty.
Oh, these guys got jokes. You heard that? He's got jokes.
Got jokes.
Dude, I like
Again,
these
we wanna-
glasses.
we-
Do you guys print these glasses at your
No,
shop?
I don't. Actually, these are
we
very nice.
we want to thank our guest today and Coach as well, and we'll make sure that we get Coach back on for a
Yes.
full hour or maybe even more, and get him some real tacos, some real food, maybe a little bit of barbecue or something.
I'll tell you one thing, man. I mean, again, first impressions are always a big deal, and you know you can tell this guy's a very how can I say it, straight shooter.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's a straight shooter. He knows what he wants. He knows what he's going to expect, and I think you bring that to a culture, you bring that to a program. You know, kids are going to see like, hey, I'm going to work for him. You know, and it's obvious that he's going to do that. So I'm hoping, you know, he can definitely do that, man.
Well, that said a lot about what you. I didn't even wear that, but hearing what you said with that's a huge deal. He comes down to the valley. He gets off the plane. The first thing he does, family in tow. First thing he does is goes and meets his team.
Yeah.
Yep.
And from
That's
what I
big.
understand, I think that he met the team at 8:30 or so, and the meeting ended at midnight, something like that. So he wasn't there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I mean, he was there to. I mean, let him know what his program's about.
So, hey, let's introduce this guy. First time
guest,
seeing his face, but he's actually the heart and brains of this entire operation.
Oh, yeah.
1,000%, man.
I just sit in the back and drink beer, man.
No. Sammy Robles, everybody.
Well, it depends on who brings the bill. Last time he brought seltzer, you remember?
We gotta figure out how
Push
to make
that button for the clapping
You
thing.
gonna clap too, buddy?
Yeah, he's not.
Man, this has been like really awesome, man. It's been really good to see this like from the back, and like just seeing y'all like what y'all done. I had like running around a little bit trying to get all that sorted out, but this is really cool. Like it's, I don't know, like it's exciting. Like it's just fun. Like and it like the idea with like the 956 hats, like seeing that people like coming up, hey, I want one of those things. Like that, this is cool, man.
Yeah, it sure is.
It's obviously going to
It
put
sure
a strain. I'm sure we're going to have to make some of those. So.
And again,
put in an order.
the brains of the operation, even though he'll say no. I mean, we just kind of look at him poke buttons and connect wires and
drink beer and.
I mean,
we're the pretty ones. He's the smart one.
I want to go that far.
I mean, I didn't say it. You heard it from George.
Yeah, George
I'll tell you one
speaks the
thing.
truth. So.
He sent me earlier, go get an HDMI cord. I was like, I looked it up, dude. I Googled what the heck is an HDMI cord. I have no clue what this is, but if you guys are able to see what's behind these mics, man, it's nuts. It scares me just looking at it. But
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
Sam has done a
several
hell of a
cameras
job.
out there, and yeah, it's a setup. But you know, we are trying to get some help. We're trying to find someone to help to kind of manage this thing in the back in the shop, and trying to make this easier for us, right?
Oh, for sure.
But this is the first time we do this, right? So there's growing pains associated with it, right?
Sure.
Trying to figure out. Now I know, like, I need to bring extra this, extra that, or whatever. But actually, like this is cool. So, like, what are y'all's thoughts on like doing this again?
Well, I'll tell you what, the whole atmosphere of the whole baseball game, this is pretty sweet.
You think we could pull this off at a tailgate?
I'm not
I mean,
sure,
granted,
but I'll
it's
tell
gonna
you
be
what,
hot.
though. I'll tell you what, this, I mean, first of all, kudos again to the university admin for allowing this to happen and getting us out here, giving us some space out here. But this is not bad. I think that at events, especially, is I mean, it's a no-brainer. We get the Selena people behind us. We get to watch the game, kind of every crack of the bat. We're turning our heads. So
speaking of Selena, look what's walking up.
There's
that
been
is a beautiful outfit.
Some
I
really
know,
good
man.
costumes there for Selena there.
It has a dear place in my heart because the first junior high dance I ever went to, first time I actually worked up the courage to ask a girl to dance. First song that came on was Selena. I was mortified. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to screw this up.
What song was it?
You remember what song?
Body, body, bomb, bomb.
Almost.
No, it's not body, bomb.
Come on, man.
It can be whatever you want it to. That's how you want it.
Leave it to George to screw that name up.
You just ruined his first memory. Like, he thought it was body, so he was body someone else.
I thought it was body.
Oh my Lord.
Bum, bum.
Now you're telling
That's
him
what
it
that's
wasn't
the
bad,
initially
and
was
now
going
you're
through my head.
You just ruined his, like,
Like,
a high point in his
she was doing
life,
grinding
so.
before grinding was cool, and I was like, I didn't know how to take this. I didn't know how to process it. I'm like, okay, this is cool.
What school did you go to?
Mission Junior High.
That is, you went a mission and you're saying body?
Huh? Dude, our ESL, not
first he thought it
ESL,
was like a rap song, right?
our English,
He thought it
our
was like a
Spanish
twerking
classes were a sham, dude. We had all the kids that knew how to speak Spanish that were too lazy to go to Spanish 2 or Spanish 4 that went to there. So I'm like, ¿Cómo te llamas? Jorge Astina Ross. Like, you know, like, this sucks. I knew all the bad words,
we can do a whole
but that's about
segment on
it.
This guy's Spanish. No.
Well, has it gotten better, though?
I know the bad words.
And you know
There's
how
some
to order
stuff.
tacos, apparently.
Oh, yeah. I know how to order barbacoa.
But
and
you haven't learned that it
chorizo.
doesn't say body, though. You need
Yeah,
to make
well,
sure.
no,
Can
it
you Google
just-
that when you go home, please?
Body,
It's beady.
Body, bum sounds way better, though.
Yeah.
It does.
Actually
That sounds like a Beyonce
it
song.
does.
That
He
is
is
pretty
correct.
cool. We will remix it. God. But again, I think one of the biggest things also, I mean, this is fun, man. This is a fun thing that we're doing, you know. And again, yes, you know, it is some work, you know, behind it. You know, it is somewhat tiring at times. But at the end of the day, with things like this, man, this is fun. I truly enjoy it, and I think it just makes that, you know, a lot better, a lot easier for us to continue to be doing this, man.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll, like, figure out a way so you guys can face the other way, and then we can have, like, the camera, maybe the game in the background, so George isn't doing this the whole time.
I'm not trying to watch a game. I'm seriously, like, I do not want to get in the head, hit in the head with a freaking fly ball.
You do got a big head, so it's a big
I
target.
do.
So.
Yeah. Like,
And I'm telling you, man, I always bring this up because we used to bring kids when it was, I think it was already UTRGV. We used to bring kids, somehow, some way, ECISD would bring all the freaking kids, or a lot of kids, and to a ball game. It was a during the day ball game, and I'll never forget this kid, man. And he's having a blast. And I turned around and looked like, hey, pay attention, because we're sitting right there at the bottom. I said, pay attention to the foul balls. And he turns around and says, okay, coach. And as soon as he says, okay, coach, right here, bro.
Boom.
Oh my God, his eyes just closed while they were looking at me, and it was scary stuff. But I'm telling you, man, those are scary things.
What are some of the future events that we got coming up? I know baseball season. I mean, we only got 2 more series here, but I know we have a lot of stuff planned. Not just us, but UTRGV.
Yeah, I know that they have a Little League night coming up.
Yeah,
so
Little League
night's coming up as well.
That's the next series, right? That's in 2 weeks.
I believe so. And if I'm not mistaken, stay tuned. But I think that there's going to be fireworks coming up as well.
Oh, nice.
So that's going to be pretty cool. I know that the last series starts on a Thursday, so it's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday instead of Friday, Saturday. But stay tuned, because we keep winning, we're contending.
Yeah.
So
When's the next Vaquero Up tailgate?
I think we had done shot for.
It's the last series.
It's the last series, and it's on a Saturday.
And we're doing we're doing chado bean cook-off and pork spare ribs, right?
That sounds.
Chado beans. And again, folks, this is Vaquero Up tailgate. So this is your panel. I'm putting it together, and we don't know a thing about putting together barbecue cook-offs, but
we're like this right here.
We know about food.
Yeah, there it is.
Get
hit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, don't put me down for the chado beans. 'Cause I know people make them spicy, and I don't eat spicy.
Oh yeah, we saw that during the last podcast.
But put me down for the other one.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
No spice, no spice.
Oh, speaking of, that's another thing that they have.
We got the
National Barbecue Day. They have
on Thursday
game out here on a Thursday night.
And they're showcasing the Vaquero barbecue sauce
That's
from
correct.
Jinx Barbecue.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Which will be also available the very next day at both 7 Day Addiction and Vaquero Outfitters.
Yes,
the
sir.
only place to have the barbecue sauce. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta taste it.
You do.
You gotta taste it.
You do. I wasn't a big sauce guy or barbecue sauce guy. Like, fajitas and all that stuff, pretty plain. But this stuff was actually very good, man. It was very, very good. So I think Lamar's doing a heck of a job with what is it, Jank?
Jank Barbecue.
Yeah, and I think the Vaquero is called. Oh man, I'm not gonna say it.
That's the only one you liked. The other ones were too spicy.
Vaquero.
Well, I think all of them were not bad. I think that the habanero
was my favorite.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's the one that
Vaquero one is right up there with
good.
it.
The original and then the Vaquero, and it worked out really well.
Right.
I used the original during my last brisket.
Did they give you some?
No, not yet. I've been like waiting. I guess I'm gonna wait till the tailgate to have some. Man.
Well, I don't know. Fabian kept the other bottles, and he said that he was saving them for you.
Maybe if you quit your full-time job. Maybe if you quit your full-time job and commit to the podcast full-time.
Right. Well, again.
Did we talk about Bush, Coach Bush?
Oh yeah,
actually,
that's actually a big one. I think that's scheduled here for the 18th. Coach Bush is coming in on the 18th. It's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
This Thursday night.
It's coming Thursday night.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's right. That's gonna be exciting. Coach Bush, we need to pick his brain. We need to get in a little deep.
I wonder how detailed we can get regarding his scheme and if we can start talking about his offense and defense.
I don't know. We're gonna get that.
What's your strategy? What's going to be your number one play, Coach Bush? Now,
from
tell
here
us.
From here to then, why don't we have you all send us questions? We can choose some of them.
Yeah, that's a really good thing. We could do that. We post it up later, maybe on Monday or Tuesday.
Right.
Hey, interview with Coach Bush this Thursday. Post your questions below.
Yeah.
There you go.
And they don't have to be serious.
producer.
They don't have to be serious
another
questions,
task.
guys.
Yeah, I'm writing it down. Another task here to do.
And they don't have to be 100% serious questions. Hey, just things we need to know. I mean, I think one of the biggest things is knowing who these coaches are as people, man.
Where's the best breakfast tacos?
Yeah,
that's already on the list. That's already on the list.
I think that's one of the things that kind of buys people into a program is knowing who they are and liking them, man. Liking the coach as a person, not just as a coach. I mean, because as a coach, you do definitely have two different personalities.
Right.
You have to have a personality out here in the public.
I think you have 3 personalities as a coach,
sure.
right? You have the coach personality, like how you treat your players. One is how you treat everyone around you,
us.
You're a politician to a certain degree, right?
Yeah.
You have to, and then the person you are with your family, right?
That's
And I think
exactly right.
We're all the same way, right?
Yeah,
We have
100%.
who we are at work, who we are in like a certain social environment and who we are like at home, right?
Like George, tough guy George.
I'm exactly the same.
Tough
anyway.
guy
No
George
verbal
drinks his
filter.
beer and talks really loud. And he gets home and picks up that broom.
That's right.
That's what I hear. I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with picking up a broom.
Hey, and following Coach Bush, we also have right afterwards is the man that has brought all these guys in. Chase Conk will be joining us as well, so that's a good lineup right there.
That's like Chase is really like that's a good one, right? Because like we see like the end product, right? We see like the coaches, we see like the Selena Knights, we see like the other coaches, right? But all that like trickles up to like a broader strategy, like a bigger picture.
That's one thing that I love about Chase so far is that he will not take an ounce of credit for that, but he is definitely the puppet master, putting all these pieces together.
Strategizing, right? He's putting it all
exactly. We're seeing it right now. Another record-breaking night.
That's right. We're seeing like the secondary or tertiary like results from what he's doing, right? But like you need to like that's why I think like when I was talking to Fabian about Chase is all like Chase, and I was like, well, what? And then I started learning more about who he is and what he does. It's like, man, like he's like making a lot of these calls on the back end and making these things. And again, we see like record attendance, right? Like that's like the fourth thing, right? The fourth result from one action, right? That Chase makes.
Did you hear about tonight? That tonight they very surpassed it or they're about to surpass last season's total attendance.
While I was sitting in the back.
Yeah, that's a big thing. And we still have 2 more big series here, and they've already passed attendance last year, which broke the record.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
With Chase, man, and again, he's at a high level position. Everybody knows that. But he is so approachable.
Yeah.
He is such an approachable guy. He remembers your name. He's gonna come back and shake your hand and mean it, not just be just because he has to do it. And having somebody at the helm doing that is awesome. I mean, he truly believes in the community and he truly believes in what he's getting, and his expectations for his coaches are up there, man. And that you have to have that as a director, as a coordinator, whatever you want to call it, your programs, and it doesn't matter what it is, baseball, volleyball, whatever, you're going to see him there. Right. He's going to be there, and he's going to be showing these people, like, hey, I'm supporting you as a coach, and I'm supporting you guys as players. Yeah. And people pay for that, man.
I just realized my wife just dressed my daughter in booty shorts and leggings, and I'm going to have a serious conversation with her, and I'm not cool with that.
My question is, do you have booty shorts and leggings?
I do have booty shorts. Awesome. I have no leggings. So.
Well, you're going to have to be cool with it then.
No, I'm not cool with that. We're going to have issues after this.
Yeah, now what I like about like thinking about talking about Chase is Chase isn't thinking about like tomorrow. Right, he's talking about he's thinking about like 5, 10, 15 years from now. Where does the university need to be? So what actions do I need to take today to make to be where we want to be in that? On that
so you
journey?
have different levels of leadership. I mean, you see this in the oil field. I saw this in the oil field and military. You have your bottom line leaders, which is 50-foot view. You have your 5,000-foot view, and then you have your 30,000-foot view. You're talking about aerial view of it. Chase is a 30,000-foot view strategic management leader. And I don't even want to say management. I want to say leader. Yeah. He's looking overall long-term strategy 3, 4, 5, 10 years down the road. Yep. And we're seeing it. We're seeing what you were saying, the third-tier effects of it right now. Yep. Here we are.
Well, it says a lot of the investment that they put into the programs and continue to put into the programs. So many things are going up. Practice fields, the new Vaquero Stadium that they purchased, a turf field. The baseball program has been phenomenal. The new golf headquarters. I mean, it's just been one thing after another. You kind of think like,
there's like a culture, like there's something like brewing here, and it's like boiling, it's almost to the point where it's gonna pop that relief, right?
I had that conversation with Chase probably about 2 weeks ago. Like, hey, is it just us, or do you feel something? He's like, oh, it is what it is. I was like, dude, no, there's something going on here.
You got to be cool about it, man.
But it's not where he wants it to be, right? Because he knows where he wants it to be down the road, right? And this is just like an incremental step toward where he wants to be.
And I think you said it best. And actually, the word management with Chase, I don't think fits. No. I think more than anything, like you said, he's a leader. And I learned this from Sam, and I learned this from different audio books and stuff like that. But what he's doing, he's basically putting the right people in the right places and stepping back and saying, you got it.
That's what a good leader is.
And that's the beauty of it. He's putting the right, coaches in the right positions, and they're making it happen, man.
Well, here's a good question on that. Your all stores taking off, Vaquero Outfitters. Is that you putting your wife in the right position or your wife putting you in the right position?
No.
Wait, come on, tell us the truth, man.
No, she put me in the right position.
We talked about it. There's 3 answers to this. There's the answer he's going to say right now.
I hope she's watching right now.
Going on in his head. And there's the answer he's going to
Look how many shades of red he's turning right now. He knows he's being set up for failure on this one.
But you know what? Oh, hold on. Answer this question correctly because I believe you're going to Vegas for 3 or 4 nights on your own. So
she put me in the right position.
Good answer.
That is
right
a smart
answer.
man.
Yeah.
That's a 40-year marriage in the future, man, right there. That's a smart man.
No, I'm actually supposed to stay out all week long, but we're flying back private jet so we can get in the interview with Chase. I'm sorry, with Coach Bush. I'm just kidding. That sounded badass though.
It did sound really. I was like, damn,
we
I
got
didn't know
so
you
many
roll like
screwed
that.
up sound bites from this, man.
Oh, there's so many of them. But the reason I was chatting about that is because, you know, when I first heard the name Chase and I knew Fabian and you guys were working with Chase, and it's like, okay, well, Chase, right? But what about you know, Coach Bush and so forth? Then I started thinking about it, you know, like, well, Chase is kind of behind. He sees a bigger picture, and that's why I'm excited about it. And I want folks to be excited about, you know, what do they see around, you know,
and
the
it's
956.
awesome, man, because, like, you know, one thing, and again, obviously, and I think we're always going to see ourselves this way, you know, but I mean, obviously, we're still a very small thing going on here. But for Chase to come up and say, hey, man, I'm looking forward to getting on that show.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, man, that's so cool.
It's because of the beers and tacos.
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to feed people. We always do that.
Well, George, you got to bring the beer, all right?
Well, I would, but you know, unfortunately, someone
Yeah,
over
we all
here.
got a job.
Yeah, I brought the beer last time, but unfortunately, it got flooded out with what was it? Zima?
White Claws?
What did he bring? White Claw. He did bring White
wait,
Claw.
wait.
No. Call you red-handed. I got a photo of it on my
You know what? The White Claws
phone.
were gone when I got back.
Your wife is watching.
No, yes. Ben chugged 2 at the same time.
White Claw.
In front of everybody.
It's all over my face.
White Claws.
There ain't no law with the claw.
But I'll tell you
I wish
this,
I had
bro.
a third arm.
But you know what, man, George, and just a, you know, word of advice to avoid me having a lot of work the next morning. Can you please close the plug of your ice chest?
Yeah.
Because you left it in the middle of my shop, and there was water everywhere.
Dude, okay.
The next morning.
I told you that, hey, put that
No,
in.
you did not.
I told you have that fridge right there. Put it in there for your customers. You know, let them walk out with
the
the beer.
in it, not the ice. I didn't think you didn't close the plug.
Oh, my bad.
Are there any more hats in there?
That's
But,
true.
man, I'll tell you one thing, bro. I mean, it's definitely been a heck of a ride, and a short ride, you know, when it comes to this show. I mean, man, been, 3 shows, and it's just fun, man. It truly is.
This has been.
What y'all pointing at here? What's going on?
And the shirt, and you know what? Kudos to everybody. Kudos to Sam. Sam, I mean, really the brains of the operation.
for sure.
We need to get another mic
we're
and
a
another
team, man. We
camera
make this happen,
specifically for Sam, honestly, because I mean,
Yeah.
he brings up a lot of good
Some
points.
White Claws or what?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Well,
right.
I don't like White Claws.
No,
I like
Fabian will
the
take care of
Vaquero
that.
beers.
I need to make a
Fabian will
seltzer
take
just
care of that for you.
to shut you guys up already.
Man
Like,
keeps trying to throw it back at me, but he specifically went to Dollar General, and he could have gotten a 6-pack. No, he got a 24-pack.
No, you asked
A
me.
24-pack of White Claws, bro. And
he doesn't
I
go
didn't
like
get it.
he might go light on his drinks, but he doesn't go half-ass. He goes
No.
all in.
All in.
Hey, if you're gonna turn it on, turn it on.
Yeah,
We can call it Vaquera. La Vaquera.
They actually have a drink here. Actually, you know, you were ordering it last
Wait,
week.
time out.
I caught him.
Okay.
So last week, hey, no.
You were running out of film
We're
already?
not running out of time. We got at least a minute.
that was
Last week was
personal
here.
right
I was
there,
at the
like-
beer station.
No, they ordered
and
it
so
for me.
I'm ordering beer, and here's Ben with like 4 of these mixed.
No, they're
like,
Palomas.
frozen.
Doubles. They're doubles.
Yeah.
But they call them the Vaquera
What are you
that
drinking?
night. What are you gonna do?
The Vaquera. Like,
¿Cómo te llamas, Paloma? Was the question.
he
they
even
asked
answered in a high-pitched voice, man.
Well,
I'll tell you one thing, man. This is definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys are ready to enjoy the game or not.
Yeah,
I am, dude.
Let's
I
go,
think we're
man.
ready
Ready
to
for
go.
another
Quick little shout out.
for sure.
We are at the top of the 5th right now. It's still 1-1. And, yep, we're out there in the field. So let's see what we guys
A
got.
whole bunch of fans back here.
It is a
Again,
packed house.
I'll leak it a little bit. There's like an audio clip of Fabian singing out there.
I'm telling you, man.
Like you know the jingle, if you will, for this podcast. So maybe we can have Fabian sing that,
dude.
No,
so
not today.
I played that at the house, and the dog's response was comical. Like my German Shepherd was like,
you put that in your room on your own.
I did,
and you enjoyed it.
I did.
Well, let's hear it. Maybe we can hear it.
Yeah, actually, you know what, Fabian?
We'll do it next time.
Let's hear it right now.
I'm
You're
gonna
on
do
the
it
spot.
in an environment where you can hear me.
Next
I
time,
can hear
next
you
time.
loud and clear.
No, there's too much noise.
Come on,
right now. I can't concentrate. But let's go ahead and close the show. Guys, truly appreciate you all joining us today. I mean, I know it was a different experience for us. Guys, like we end the show every time. Go out there and whatever you're doing, whether it's your business, school, whatever it is, get those boots on and Vaquero up, guys.
Vaquero up.
Bees up, baby.
We'll see y'all Thursday.
See y'all.
See you guys.
Oh no!